Good day guys, this time I will show you how to make a basic HTML code and how to design it. First, we have to create a folder. Here is my folder, and that new text document is, is the thing that we're going to use for the code. First, we need to determine what type it is. Now, we put the HTML for the open. Now we put a title. This time, my title is since these are my availables, so we're going to use it. Now let's make a header. Then after we made a header, we make a body. By the way, background is the it will become the background of our um, HTML. This will be the background of our web page, and it is named back.jpg. And in order for us to in order for us to put a background of the image we chosen, we should put the image or the file inside a inside a folder together with your HTML code and everything. After we made a open for the body, we'll make a close for the body and also for the HTML. So inside the body, now I'm going to put H1, which stands for uh, still a header but another header. And this BR is a break line so that it will go to the next line. So inside the body, we put in the header one, we put since it is header 1, it will display bigger than any other header like H2, H3. But this one, this header is so small, and it will be seen later at the top of our web page. So after we put header 1, mm, P P stands for a paragraph. It's just normal normal way to put text or anything you want to put. I mean words, letters. And for us to close the paragraph, it's just \p. Now I have header 1. I'm going to put another header, which is header 2. It will display smaller than H1. Now, for the header 2, I will put, and in order for us to close the header 2, it's just that we put \h2. I mean /h2. Now let's try to make a list. For the list, if you input, if you use UL, it will display bullets. But if you use OL, it will display numbers. But in this code, I will use UL. Let's try to put menu. Now, in order for us to make a bullet list, we just put li in every data we are going to input. It stands for the list. Now let's try to fill in at least 3. And /li is the close for the list. And in order for us to save lines, we can put 2 break lines or 2 break BR in same line, and it still execute 2 break lines. Since we have this fork is not a list, but it is somehow we can call like a um, like a subtitle or header for the list or something like that. Now we create another one. Now for us to close the bullet list, we just close it with /ul. Now let's see our created file. Let's save this as save this file as our save with .html so that it will redirect to the web page. So if we open the hub.html, it should display our web page. And here is our web page. It has a background since we put a background. And here is our HTML web page save file. It is in Google Chrome since my laptop is always opening files with Google Chrome since I set it up. So let's design it. There are many kinds of way to design an HTML. You can design it with style. It's like a function call in um, programming language such as C++ and, and other programming language. It's just open it with style. Then the then if we want to style the header one, just say header one, then open brace, and this semicolon says end of statement. Then if we want to put more style, such as font style. Let's just include font dash family. Then for the font size, just font dash size. And in the font size, we use percentage. So we want it big, we put 700%. Now guys, I have already made a style. Just put it here. Here's the style. H2, I modified the color, the font style, the font size, and in H3, I just modified the color as silver. Then the paragraph, I modified the color and the font style, and the list, I colored it white and the font size as 50% so that it will display small as it is, and the bullet for that header like type, I colored it red. Then I set the font size to 200% so it will be highlighted. And the body, um, it means the words and the letters in the body. It's not the background. So let's try to put um, icon. In order for us to put an icon for our web page, let's just link rel equals icon href. uh, it represents HTML reference, and it is also taken from the folder, or the icon that you will use should be in the same folder your HTML was saved. And I name it as ax15.jpg. This is my icon, and the other pictures there, we'll use it later for our menu. Now let's go back to our code. We will try to run it. Let's just save it. Then now we're going to refresh our web page. It doesn't run because We forgot to close the style. Now let's try to save and run it again. Now refresh. There it goes. Now the has colors now, and the letters, and it has font styles. So let's try to put it in the center. To put it on the center, since I want it to put all the content to the center, below the HTML, after the title, I will declare center. And if we do not close it, everything below will go to center. But I want to close it. So there you go. Save. Now let's try to refresh. There you go. And that doctype HTML there, we will erase it. Not totally erase, but we just close it so that it will become invisible. There you go. How did I close it? I put those little brackets. No, it's not bracket. Actually, it's less than and greater than. So now we put um, images. First, we put an image for our header so that it will be introduced. So how do we put image? We can put image below the H1, or we can simply put it right in the H1, right inside H1. So I put it right inside the H1, so it won't be too far for the from the text. So image image source image source, then the picture I save in the folder, I name it as hub. Now we set the width and the height. And save. Hmm. I set 300 for the width and the height, so it will be identified and highlighted. Now we also put image, display image for our menu. since I put the image for the header one inside header one, I will also put the image for the menu here in menu. So there you go. Image source. I name it 2 and I set their read and height to 150 and I put four four images. So let's save this, and after our bullet list we'll try to put a header tree. For the head tree, um, now let's put a table here. To put a table, let's just declare th to be the table head. So here's our table for our h3 and our table. Now th is the table head. This is the close, and this ampersand NBSP represents the space. It's just a single space. Then I put three NBSP. Then in order for us to make table, we put I put two table heads. Then below the table heads, this is the below the table. This will display below the table heads. This is the table row and the table data, and this will be displayed below every table. I mean every table head. It will be displayed below smart, or token text. And again, these are the spaces, ampersand NBSP, and this will become the close for the data for table data for the second table. So save, then let's try to run it. There you go. We already have pictures. Now, why are the bullets in the right side? We put for us to put these pictures below the menu and this hub logo below hub. Let's just put BR or break. There you go. I already finished the code. As you can see, I put break here and I also put break here. So let's try to run this. Oh, now refresh. And there you have it. If it still doesn't work or the bullet's still at the right, try to run it with Mozilla Firefox or other browser. That's all.